So I'm excited to be here. I am working on a t-shirt. I want to ink a t-shirt for a girls weekend that I'm having come April actually, and we kind of decided officially voted for this month's transfer. You can only get this till the end of this month. So what is that, this week? It's only available because today's the 21st, so oh shoot, I'm losing connection. That's not good. Don't like that. So a second while I get this set up. If you're joining me, say hello. Hopefully I can get this back. I guess it didn't switch over to, I'm in my Airstream trailer doing some crafts. Thought I would make a t-shirt. I got these long sleeve t-shirts. Hello, we're back. I got these long sleeve t-shirts at our Family Dollar. They were $5. They are a Hanes 100% cotton. I prefer the 100% cotton. It's just my thing. So anyway, I thought I was able to get enough for everybody. It was kind of tough because I was trying to get larges, mediums, all in the same color. And at $5 a long sleeve t-shirt, I think it's a great deal. So that's what I'm doing. But we officially voted for this to be our pattern. Last year, my girls, my whole family sent me on a girls weekend with my girls to an Airbnb up at Coeur d'Alene for the weekend. I can see this one little curl just sticking up there. Okay. It's kind of a crazy day in the hair department. It seems like it all the time, right? Just this change in weather is not good. And it's cold today. All of a sudden, I had turned down my heat in the Airstream, crafting Airstream, and it's chilly in here right now, but I did turn on the heat. I turned it up a little bit so that we could get going. But anyway, this is the transfer I'm using. This is this month's club transfer. So if you want to be in my craft club, let me know. You get this transfer plus 3 paste packets every single month when you sign up for our monthly club for $19.99. That includes the shipping, so it's a pretty good deal. And this month only, so for just one last week, this month only, you can actually get that. You'll get 5 extra free transfers. And if you sign up for my club this month, I will also include a little extra package in the mail for you, because there is a little bit of a delay on these. You will get your 5 free transfers, but I will send you some stuff to work on. So a little something. So a happy mail. So anyway, if you are interested in that club, just go ahead and put club down below. If you're just coming on, say hey. I want to hear that you're there. I don't know what is going on, but I don't always see posts and stuff, but I do go back and try to check. I'm using our ink mat inside of this so that it doesn't spread ink onto the back of the t-shirt. I actually did that with my Christmas one. If you guys were watching, I went off the edge of it because this one's kind of thin. We do have an 18 by 18, but I just haven't even gotten around to getting the 18 by 18. So I'm just gonna try to center this in here. Like I said, these t-shirts were a great deal, I think, at $5 for a long sleeve t-shirt. And so far so good. It's been working. So that's what we're gonna do. And I'm just gonna move you down, so I apologize for kind of the weird angle, but I want you to be able to see what I'm working on here. I'm putting this on, you know, it's a sticky mat. It's sort of like, I suppose you could use your Cricut mats, right? It's sort of like the Cricut mats. So that's kind of the cool thing. Let me see. All right, there we go. Weird angles, I don't know. So Monday, laundry day, right? Monday laundry day. That's what I use it for anyway. It's always hard for me. I got this new little thing from Amazon, and it was just a couple of bucks, and you get all kinds of different sizes, like infant, children's, adults. You get like different templates to use on t-shirts to figure out where to put things. So infant, youth, toddler, and then the adult one. So I'm using the adult one, and I have to make, like, the great thing about this is a reusable transfer. I don't think I got that centered very well. It's a reusable transfer. That inside mat is off, and I want to make sure I don't print outside that mat, because we know what happens. It sometimes leaks. It'll leak through to the back one. If you're doing like a bag or anything like that, same thing. You want to put like a piece of cardboard underneath it to make sure Now I probably got it way to the other side. But anyway, you could probably use like a Cricut mat, but this one's made for inking, and it's nice because the fabric sticks to it and you don't have to worry about it moving around and getting distorted. And so I'm just gonna try to see if I can figure out the middle, center, where that is. And again, I'm like eyeballing. Somebody, the last t-shirt I did, somebody said, I always measure to make sure. I tell you what, I'm not a measurer. You may be, you could certainly measure. I think this is the closest I'll ever come to being a measurer. Is right here. You're watching it live. So say hey, give me some encouragement for measuring. Say yay for measuring. And I'm just gonna go, let's see. Oh, there's the tagline. So I'm gonna kind of go off of that. And then here's the center. So we're gonna try to put this down. This is a silk transfer, so it doesn't like bleed through or anything. We're gonna use this silk transfer. You can use this silk transfer. Oh, look at that. That's nice, actually. I can kind of tell. The great thing about it is I don't have to like decide where the center of my pattern is, because the company is pretty good at centering everything on these transfers. The biggest thing is you do want to like make sure this is down really good. I think I had my daughter like wash this for me the last time, and it looks not very clean. So you can kind of see I've used this twice. I did do this, I don't know if you can see this little sign. And instead of doing the bike up here, I did the little camper. Because of course we're about, it says take the long way home, find joy in the journey. And of course it's very fun to put a little camper, because that's what we're about here. We're in the camper. All right, I don't think that's even centered now that I put that all down. So for whatever reason, if this was your first time using this transfer, you'd want to fuzz it, but I don't need to fuzz it. I am feeling for where the mat is so that I'm not off the mat. It's very close here, but it's not bad. So I think that's going to be center. My Christmas one, I put the vintage truck on and I said, oh, what fun. And I did, you know, buffalo check on my truck, and I was so proud of it. I made it for Christmas. I had buffalo check arms, and I was wearing it the other day, last Friday, out with a friend for coffee, and she mentioned that the wheels were in the wrong spot, and I was like, what? So I was kind of freaking out about it, but all my other friends said no, it was fine. I had a live, we did a class on Friday night, and they all assured me it wasn't in the wrong place, so I'm gonna go with that. But you know, I've got to think about that now. Like, where's the wrong place to put a transfer? So probably this should be right here at the top edge of this, but I'm just gonna go and use, it's about an inch difference from the top to the bottom here. Yeah, about an inch. And so that's what I'm gonna use for a guide. And I'm gonna put that back so I can find it again. And we are going to use ink. This is permanent ink. It's non-toxic. It's bright white. I'm going to be super plain Jane, easy peasy on this one today. Whoops. I just flung something. I'm looking around. I don't know if I have. I may not have it. My big squeegee. I don't think I even have I have nothing but minis in here. That's interesting. Where have all my squeegees gone? All right. You didn't know you were going to get a singing. So anyway. What did you guys do over the weekend? I'd love to hear. Did you do anything crafty? I love to hear craftiness. It's just fun to be crafty. This I'm going to be very careful about. I am going to take out a wipe, a baby wipe, and kind of have that on hand and ready to go. Because if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I am a very messy crafter. So, although this could be used several times, because I want these t-shirts to look just right, I'm only going to do it once, and then I'll take it in the house and wash it. This is totally washable with water. So I'm just going to put some of this down on here. Ink doesn't dry as quickly as the chalk paste does, so you have some time to go ahead and get this down. And when you put it on, you do want to make sure you press it in kind of thick, because you don't want it not to be into the fabric. I just find the less, you want it to be thick. Sometimes you can kind of get away with not a lot in, and I'm trying to kind of go, just because of the fabric, and this particular transfer seems a little bit loose. So I'm just trying to go in the same direction so I don't squeegee it underneath. Get some more in here. Maybe use my little, I'm just putting it down on there. You don't have to do it that way. I do it both ways, where I dip the squeegee in there and grab it with the squeegee, or I'll do it this way. Okay, so we got all the areas covered. This is white, bright white ink, like I said. I think that's, I did one t-shirt already. I'm trying to make them all the same because we want to have girls weekend ones. So this time my mom is coming. I have 3 daughters and my granddaughter are all coming. We're going to Boise for pinners. I'm so excited because I'm going to be actually working in pinners for Couture. So excited about that. So exciting. Anyway, that'll be fun. If you're in the Boise area, I'd love to see you. It's April 20th and 21st, I think, are the dates. So if you're in the area, go. It's not a very expensive conference to go to. Pinners, and I think it's based off of Pinterest. So lots of projects, lots of different companies, like 300 booths, and they're the big booths. They're not like little tiny craft fair booths. This is like the company has to do it, not me as an individual. So, and our company allows us. So I'm just pulling this up. I'm checking it to be sure it looks okay. I always worry that it goes underneath or smears, or, you never know. But, oh, I'm pretty excited about this whole thing. I think it looks amazing. Amazing. I'm just going to put this back on the backer, and I'll take that in and I'll wash that. And let me see if I can show you this. I will let this dry now for 24 hours. And then I will come back with a piece of parchment paper and a hot iron and iron it for about 5 minutes, just to heat set it. You could also use one of those, I think they're called Cricut presses, to do that. If you have one of those fancy ones. So far I've just gotten away with using my regular old iron for this. If you did this on glassware or ceramics, you can use the same ink on glassware or ceramics. I'm just trying to put this back in. You can use, and it uses so little. Like, look at how much more I have, and I've done a fair amount with this white. So, but anyway, you can also, I'll make sure I get it all off, reuse it the next time. And like I said, you want to be really careful because it is permanent. So, oh no, we're low on battery. Don't do that to me. Okay. But anyway, let's see if I can find my word. You can do this. Sorry. There we are. Will that or will it not? Oh, we're charging. But anyway, you do want to leave it set though for 24 hours. I've heard, and when I first started, I didn't even wait that long. I ironed it pretty quickly, but I would hate to wreck it just because I'm anxious. But, sometimes, you guys know me, I sometimes take that chance. So I'm just trying to show you what that looks like. Isn't that the cutest long sleeve t-shirt? And I will take this mat out of there before I leave it for the 24 hours. In fact, I can show you a little bit. I'll take it out of there. Let's see if I can demonstrate to you. I don't want to smear it. Yeah, this one didn't actually go through. This white is nice and thick. So like I said, I put it on nice and thick because I want it to be there. I've made lots of t-shirts. We've had a couple that are like 3 years old, and I have not even had it run or chip or anything. It's not like vinyl, where vinyl will come off if you dry it. It does not do that at all. Let's try to lay that out without making a mess. It may dry up pretty well, pretty easily. And then this mat, actually you can see where the white kind of came through. What I'll do is I'll use that baby wipe, or you could use a Lysol wipe and just wipe it down. It kind of gets wet all over again. I keep the plastic sheet that comes with it and put that plastic sheet back on it every time I use it. It does seem like it gets a little bit less sticky, but you can see like when I'm washing it, a little bit of it is coming up, but it's not bad. It still just keeps going. It's not something you'd want to cut on. It's not like a rehealing pad or anything. It's sort of like your Cricut. You could use your Cricut thing, or you can use a piece of cardboard even, but you know, it's nice when it sticks to it. So the Cricut mats would work if you didn't mind getting ink on it. But this one, if you need more information on how to make these, just give me a hoot and a holler. So like I said, if you want to join the club, put club down below. I'd love to hear what you guys did over the weekends, especially if it had anything to do with crafting. If you did any crafting, that would be fun to hear about. I'm just back to laundry. We don't have school today because of President's Day. Happy President's Day, by the way. And but my kids go, oh, it's a perfect opportunity to homeschool. Tongue in cheek. They don't like it, but that's what's happening. So we're homeschooling today. I had a couple of girls stayed up last night chatting apparently, and they're crabby and they're tired, and everybody is falling asleep today. So that's how school has been going today for me. It's been interesting. But I finally said, excuse me, you don't get a nap till your school is finished. So that's going on. School is going on. And, you know, just trying to get back into the swing of things, get everybody's laundry done before they go back to school tomorrow for real. I'd love to hear what you think about that t-shirt. It's such an inexpensive way to have t-shirts made. And like I said, I'll reuse this. Keep an eye out. If you want to be in my private customer group, or where I have I announce what's going on and give specials and stuff like that, and deals, go ahead and check out Prairie Scraps Chalkin on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram, Prairie Scraps, and TikTok, Prairie Scraps Chalkin. So either of those two names, look me up, connect with me, let me know you saw this. Make sure you say hey. And I'd love to connect with you. Even if you watch on the replay, put #replay, and make sure that you keep right on crafting.